In my opinion, the script is the most important thing in a whole film. If you haven't got a good script, you can't make a good film. When, for instance, I worked with Robert Boat, I said that the person I wanted most to please was the writer. He didn't believe me then, but he does now. I have an enormous respect for the writer, because he's the man who gives the actors their words, he gives them their characters, he gives them really everything. And he also gives me what I have to interpret from the visual point of view.
When I'm writing a script for David, I write it with David. That is to say, we live in the same building for a year, and we work at it day by day.
When we've finished writing the script, when Robert's finished writing it down, I go off by myself with a typewriter, and I start page 1, scene 1, and I will write close up so-and-so, 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 so-and-so. 2, medium shot. So-and-so sits down at a table and does this, and I'm sitting there at the typewriter. I'm trying to visualize pictures that will slot together and look as if they're a continuous movement.
David, you see, puts 3 years into a film. A year with me on the script, a year shooting, a year cutting and dubbing. This is not because he's a leisurely worker at all. He works like a coal miner, literally 7 days a week, literally 12 hours a day.
My idea, when we've finished writing a script, and we do spend a long time over it, is to get what we've written on the screen. And if I can avoid it, I won't change a line of dialogue, and I keep in every intention that we had in that script. That's my job. I'm trying to get the actors to be the characters in the script. That is my only guideline. And so I'm very, very wary about changes. I'm very, very wary about improvisation, because it leads one, if one's telling a story, it generally leads one off onto side tracks. And I think they can be very dangerous.
11, take 1. All right, dear, when you like.
If you could see how hard we have been working here, I know you would forgive me, dear, for not writing more regularly.
When was that written?
July the 20th.
8 weeks.
But now the war seems really to have stopped. The hospital is emptying, and I shall have more time. I may even get time to write some verse.
I don't really believe in
I've
screen
not forgotten
tests,
how to.
because you set somebody in front of a camera, they're on trial, they are generally given a scene that they have to play with an unimportant actor, because you're not going to get important or good actors coming along and wasting their time on an unknown person. And I think it's terribly unfair. If you, I have done it from time to time, and if somebody is 25% good, you can automatically say they'll jump up to 75 when they're in the actual film. But I don't think it's a very good idea. I think you have to work on hunches. I like meeting people, talking to them. I have an idea of the character, a very strong idea of the character I want them to play, and I think, I wonder if you could do this, and I ask them a few questions, and if they seem, as it were, simpatico with the type of character I have in mind, I generally take a plunge and go for them.
I hate the British!
Actors are very restless people on the whole, and the poor actor is told, right, well, see you in 4 days' time, and he's rather like a puppet, sent back, put on the shelf. And I suppose that accounts for it a lot. They get very excited by their work, which I understand very well. It's a kind of drug. They go up to a high pitch in a scene, they do a couple of days' work on it, and you say you've done wonderfully, and if they have been good, they damn well know it, and they go away high. If I've done something which I think has come off, I'm quite high in the evening.
Almost.
I suppose I'm a kind of a nut in a way. The most important thing in my life is my work. I love getting near a camera and a camera crew. And I like doing films in rather wild places. I find wild places exciting. I think it's marvelous. And I like showing things on the screen that people in the normal way don't see.